Okay, if you don't know, then I'll tell your employer.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the
Okay.
table. Zoom in on it.
Alright, you have to... You gotta help us out, dude.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver.
The old
You're
lady!
better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Who are... Is it that old
I
lady?
don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
We gotta go talk to her.
It could be. She was strange.
She was
He's
strange.
not ruling her out.
So who are these other
All of
drivers?
them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want
We
us
could
to
be cool.
now.
Give me some
Who
money.
exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Alright,
All
cool.
right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses.
Alright, goodbye, sir. Let's go talk to the creepy lady. Where was she? Was she down here? Yeah. No. She was not. Where was she? She was up here in this disaster. We're on a mission, sir. We need to talk to the creepy woman. There she is. What's this? Yes! Oh, I'm only a few cents off. This lady?
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap my fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
I was actually... Are you alright, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
She's trying to throw us off. When else would you be then?
Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero. Until you came along, that is.
So I take it you were in Mexico when you were young?
Someone was.
Who is Gabriel Bonguero?
This is Gabriel Buendero.
Oh.
a strikingly handsome man looked straight
Ooh,
at
hello,
you.
sir.
His head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw
Perfectly
the most
chiseled.
perfectly chiseled thing
Like someone
you've ever
else's
seen.
jaw.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
This is a woman that does not care. She's totally got it.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
Right. I have some other question. Alright, sorry to interrupt your dreaming.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman.
Oh, we pissed her off.
It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Meth, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Okay, we got some
Why
other
not,
questions.
Khalifa? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
Let's say that.
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff?
Please, help me out here. It's important.
Please? I think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are not Gabriel. Gabriel doesn't say please.
She's
Come
wearing
on!
sturdy worker's boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Now, the other one,
Just
please.
before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
There is no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down.
Moreover, the boots were size 37.
Tiny.
There are too many discrepancies in all this. Another discrepancy, although not boot-related, is the coronation of His Innocence, Franco Negro, which happened 500 years ago.
Let's turn to him.
I could have told you that from just looking at them. The size is 37.
Oh my god.
The feet
He's
of a
good.
little girl, they fit well on the pedals.
What are you hauling?
Diamonds?
Diamonds?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
What are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
I don't think I do know what you mean. What if the cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand, Hermenegildos' bad hand, strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really
300 people. That is commitment. Like, that person had to have strangled like one person a day for a year. Or, you know, one person every 2 days for 2 years. Like, come on now. You seem like a woman who knows a
What
thing or
do
two
I
about
need
drugs.
for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
What's the adversary?
Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversary. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest.
Where can I get an experience
If
like
you
that?
know,
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
She doesn't know what she's hauling. I feel like that's gonna... This one.
why would I want to do that?
This one.
Loma, what in the name of God are you talking about?
Alright, let's just cut to the
Maybe.
chase.
Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
So you said earlier you don't know what cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Loman?
Drugs!
No, Loman, diamonds.
This one.
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust
Oh,
him.
they all think it's each other.
Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Alright,
Where do
fine.
you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the filters of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesquite.
Her voice trails off.
Hey,
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
How come there's word again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Can't argue with
So,
that.
what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you've woken up from 1,000 years of slumber, promising to erect a version.
How come there's
you
word on the
keep
street?
saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners.
Am I
empower
saying
all
things like
people
that?
Who have more than 25
Am I?
real in their pockets. Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their
I have not
ability.
said anything
Okay,
like that.
Not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that.
Are we?
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder?
No, we're
Or
not
do we
doing
get
this.
right down? Very well. I guess no objections. It's mathematically anyone? Anyone? There's no one.
Goodbye. Goodbye, communism. We don't have time for you. Okay. What's this? Find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. Oh, so we have to talk to her because we don't know if she's the lady driver. We need to
The
confirm.
woman is still hunched over the railing. Her
Huh? What is it?
Are you the lady
You
driver?
Just call me a lady.
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
I was told of a woman driver.
I'm not that either, Sheriff. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
So you're not the driver everyone is
I'm
terrified
only
of?
terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Yeah, it's not her. Believe me.
Then who is the female driver?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Alright,
We'll
thank
see.
you. Alright, goodbye. So wait, we can go back to that other guy and ask if he knows anything. About the lady driver. I feel like I just keep wanting
Hello
to say
again, my
baby
man.
driver.
What's on your mind?
Do you know the
I
lady
don't want to
driver?
talk about that.
But I need your help. She may be involved.
I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
So before you didn't know who it was. Okay, so who is she?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too.
What does
Now
she
a-
look
a
like?
youngish woman. Gruff, but
Sounds like
in a
the
cool
lady
way.
that took our gun.
What color hair?
blue and violet. Died. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Who is she to you?
A youngish woman.
Oh, we already
What
did that.
color?
I
Blue
accident.
and violet.
Then
I clicked
she
the wrong
may
thing.
have-
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
Alright, cool. So first you said you didn't know, and then, okay.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
Are you sure?
It's true. We would of course lie. But a kind heart is tricky.
Alright.
Bah. Emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
Alright, so when did she
Damn, I
leave?
don't want to. Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my
Oh my
conscience.
god, dude, get over it.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
You said she's troubled? Alright, believe us.
I just can't, man. I'm not naive. She's
Okay.
got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way
Oh,
out.
she's definitely smuggling drugs.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're
I
not?
heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Okay.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Hold on, her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
When she left, did she leave her lorry?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one.
Okay.
Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances, and he's okay with others ratting her out. Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals.
This one. So you're all right with others ratting
Fine.
her out?
I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too.
She's a suspect. We need this.
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
No, we're not.
Here.
He takes a key ring from his pocket, then looks at it before giving it to you in silence.
Her lorry's still here. Down past the Statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
Let's
When
go.
did she leave?
Last Friday.
Anything else?
No. I don't know.
And why do you have the keys?
She left them to me. Because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise,
He doesn't finish the
The
sentence.
other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machines moving.
If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside. Something incriminating.
Let's go,
Thank
Kim.
you for your cooperation, sir. I know it was hard.
We did it.
But you did the right thing.
you don't really think so.
Yeah,
I
we
really
do.
If I didn't, I wouldn't be in the RCM. Take care, sir.
Okay, let's go. Do we do it? Do we do it? Search through the lady driver's lorry. Okay, I can do this. Let's go. It's a green lorry just below this statue. This one?
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This is the one our man pointed to.
Try to peek
The
in the window.
glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and two steering levers.
All right,
you
unlock
push
it.
the key into the lock and turn.
All
The
right.
smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat.
All right, pull out
A
the
metallic
toolbox.
drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
What's the
It's
newspaper?
An issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls
Whoa,
out from
pick
its
it up.
page. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system.
The
That sounds
Ulan
boring.
frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but
All right,
The
push it
pull-out
in.
toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Radio, posters, a trace of motor oil smell under all the
All right.
These are movie posters.
Posters.
Featuring starlets from long-forgotten films.
20s,
from
the
the
teens.
20s, the teens, even
Oh,
the
she likes
90s.
old-fashioned stuff.
One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue.
Ooh,
attached right above
centerfold.
the
Let's look at it.
The actress is draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster.
So this girl was
She's
a
looking
fan.
past the camera. This is Tijon,
Tip
a
Dijon.
starlet from the dawn of cinematography. less known for her talent than her tragic
Oh, what
untimely
happened?
death. She wasted away in a drug den
Oh.
called the Door to the River, not far from here.
I
on
love how
Boogie
there's a
Street.
place called
A
Boogie
mixture
Street.
of cocaine and morphine. She was
Yeah,
afraid
we've all
of
been
the
there.
world and the camera too.
Okay,
The
enough
actresses
posters.
and the
Examine
road
the
looks
radio.
like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Why would anyone
For
need that?
contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like
Okay.
we're dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range too.
So is there anything we can do?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key.
Ugh. What
The
else?
smell of 1,000 cigarettes.
Check the
You
pedals.
wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye.
Ooh.
A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle. Sandpaper adds extra grip.
It looks like
Sandpaper. A novel technique.
the sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
Yes.
Oh.
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the
Which
other.
means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
Yes. And she's also the one running the drug trade.
We've identified one of the footprints, but there are still 7 to go.
Ooh.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front.
Okay, close the door.
Close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Okay. So we have to get back to Joyce. So let's chat with him.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Okay. What do you
Honestly,
think?
I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
I agree, sir. I agree.
This means it's well funded.
Someone
Technology
big.
like that. A major player must be financing it.
Yeah, Mr. Clare.
I'm not sure what the Uline frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
How do you think this is connected
We
to the
didn't
Union?
find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Evrard Clare would be oblivious to
Oh,
something
he's
like this
totally
happening
behind it.
right under his nose. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road.
So will we open
We
up
should
a
return to the
thing?
murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
Alright, so what do you think?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Alright.
Debrief over. After.
Okay. So let's go chat with her. Shall we? Let's go chat with her. Hopefully she's not sleeping. I want to check that out in a hot sec. What's this? Take that. We need to sleep too. Hello, lady.
You're back. Good.
I
can
spoke
I
with the
help you with?
lorryman at the roundabout.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Where exactly are these eyes located?
It doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance.
Alright.
One
fine.
of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout, most likely.
Yeah,
That would give them a
makes
read on
sense.
the intel.
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality.
Alright, Kim steps
I'm
in.
sure
He's
you
like, I
understand.
got this.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the
I
rest.
did it. I did
Now
it.
it's my turn. I
Tell
wouldn't
me.
normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
How are they connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They
Oh.
called it my security detail.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me.
Uh-oh.
To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic
Ceramic
weapons,
armor doesn't
and
seem
years
very
of
good.
combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
Oh, so maybe they got into some sort of altercation.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched
Okay.
last Sunday night. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now.
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military
Oh, that's
tribunal
who the big
into
guys were
lynching.
that they talked about.
Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
Ugh. You made a mess.
It was the Union who strung him from that tree. My hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before Crenell indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put,
She grabs hold of the mainsail.
if you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
Oh god.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30
Oh
can
my
decimate
God.
an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
Oh my god.
As I said, a bloodbath.
I can see it happen. Too many things would have to go wrong. I can't see it. Ugh.
Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia.
Okay, rude lady.
All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
What can you tell me about
Not
them?
much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell.
Then why are they called Krenel?
They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities,
escort missions and such.
Okay.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zone.
Yes, all the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay. Anything else?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources.
She thinks.
If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
Okay.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is charged with coordinating law enforcement activities in complex multinational investigations. Their database is the single largest source of information in the world.